to the Morning X, I believe, a first time ever. Carrot Top.
This is my first time. I'm very excited. How you guys doing?
How are you, Mr. Top?
I'm doing okay.
Top, I gotta tell you.
Call me Cinnamon. That's my dancing name.
Is your dancing name?
Yeah.
Cinnamon Top.
What are you? Are you a stripper or what?
Well, I'll do anything. I'm a whore, actually. So yeah.
Well, you gotta go where it'll pay the bills.
And let me tell you what, you're whoring out pretty well because I saw you on Access Hollywood. I forgot how long ago it was, but they did one of those tours of Carrot Top's house.
Oh, yeah.
Where do you live? Is that Venice?
No, it's in Florida, actually.
You live in Florida?
Yeah, they called me and they said, you have an orange house? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, can we come look at it? And I was like, sure.
Well, no, wait.
That's the only reason I came on the show, because I had an orange house. It wasn't that I was like a celebrity or anything.
No, I know that. It's an orange house day.
They thought it was unique. You had an orange pad.
Yeah, they said, we're doing celebrities, but, well, you have an orange house, so we'll include you, so it's kind of cool.
So this house of yours in Florida...
It's more famous than me. People say, God, I saw your house, dude. What do you do?
Well, you've got a very cool, it looked like a rock and roll room. I mean, you've got some decent rock and roll memorabilia, yeah?
Yeah.
What are some of the cool things you've got?
I got like a Rolling Stones guitar. That was probably the best piece I got.
What, did you open for them?
No.
The Rolling Stones.
I lucked out. I was out in Las Vegas and they were playing there, and I just said, hey, you guys are... I wasn't allowed to talk to them. I was talking to their, one of their guys.
Their guy.
And I said, you guys are great. You think I could get this guitar signed? And they're like, yeah, sure. So... They did. They signed it for me, so it's pretty cool.
Did you get the impression that any of the Rolling Stones, and I'm being serious, did you get the impression any of the Rolling Stones knew who Carrot Top... No, did you get the impression that they knew who Carrot Top was?
Well, I lucked out because I was playing in Vegas the same time they were at the same hotel, and my face was plastered everywhere, so they were probably like, it's just bloody blow on the TV, so they're actually pretty cool. Nice guys. They were drugged out, of course. They had no idea what they were talking to, but...
Yeah.
So was I, so it was great.
Yeah.
Even if people don't know who you are,
right?
You still, just by looking at you, they know you from something.
Right.
The hair. I mean, it's the hair. You look at that hair and you've got to be on TV.
Yeah, or something.
No, it's the blue eyes.
It's the top.
So are you into outdoor stuff? I heard you're into skateboarding, snowboarding.
Yeah, snowboarding. I just got back from British Columbia up in Canada. That was pretty cool. Snowboarding is awesome. I broke my ankles, though, about 5 years ago doing it. So
Both? Ankles?
Yeah, like the last run, and people always say that when you break your leg. So is your last run? You're like, well, yeah, when you break your leg, it's usually your last run.
Yeah, it is your last run. That's right.
You're going down the mountain like a corn dog wrapped up, so yeah.
Have you ever opened for rock bands? Do you do that?
I've played with some rock bands. Widespread Panic. Those guys are from Atlanta. They let me play the tambourine or something one time. That was kind of considered playing with a rock band.
What is the oddest bill you've ever been on? So-and-so and Carrot Top.
Brooks and Dunn. That was pretty cool.
You opened for them?
Big country guy. Yeah, they had 50,000 people, too. I was like, holy cow. So that's pretty cool. Carrot Top and Brooks and Dunn. I'm trying to think who else did I... Oh, Jesse Jackson one time.
Jesse Jackson?
What?
Now, how weird is this? I don't know why. I was in Tampa, Florida, and I was playing at college. And the guy came to me 10 minutes before the show. He said, dude, listen, Jesse Jackson is going to come up and speak before you. And I said, no, he's not. And they said, yeah, Jesse Jackson. I said, Jesse Jackson the comic or Jesse Jackson the Reverend Jesse Jackson? They said, yeah. And I said, why? And they said, well, he's in town and he wants to speak. And there was a big homecoming event. And I said, you don't tell him no, So I just looked back and I took pictures, and it's great because I have my big Carrot Top banner behind, and then I have Jesse Jackson in front.
God,
that's funny.
And he did props too, so that kind of sucked.
Yeah, sure. Now
I said I do props. No, damn it.
Hey, what's the best gig you've ever gotten, and your jaw just hit the ground when you got a call saying, "Hey, they want to book you at so and so for this much money"?
Probably it wasn't even for money. I think the best thing was my ESPN commercial I just did. So they did one of those little spoofs.
What was it?
It was on. It's been on for a while now. They just did. It was basically they said we at Sports Center decided to spice up our show, and so I'm behind the desk doing my stupid act. And
that's funny.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
It's so hard to break through as a comic. What was your big break? I mean, what was the thing for you to get you to the top shelf?
I don't know if it was ever. I'm still working at that, but I think it's what happened for me was always timing. I mean, I had an act that was different. The props and all that stuff kind of played. So when I went on TV, it was 10 years ago, that was when comedy was just starting to... It was still on the upside of booming. It was on every television show you could turn on. So I kind of lucked out at the timing of the thing, but my act being different, I guess, probably helped.
Well, actually, though, Top, if I may call you Top.
Please, Mr. Top.
Sure.
Mr.
Top. But actually, I don't know if so much you were the first prop comic, but you're certainly...
The first prop comic,
yeah, I mean, because I remember there were a bunch of prop comics, but you seem to be the only one who's still around. I mean, how many dates a year do you do?
as many as I can. I do like 200 and something, maybe.
Wow.
250. I used to play strip clubs down in Florida, really.
Who goes to a strip club to see a comic?
Well, it's weird. They used to book me there all the time. I'd say, hey, listen, I got one gig one time, and they said, I said, you got to be kidding me. They don't want to see,
No.
They want to see a comic between boobs, but sure enough, I went up and they were like, you suck, get off, we're the chicks. And so if you can kind of work that room, it's great, because then if you go to like the punchline, it's like, wow, this is great. This is like we've been moved up to first class. So
if somebody's going to go to a strip club to see a big tussle of red hair, it ain't going to be on top of your head.
No, they weren't happy to see me. I'm just telling you.
All right. Top, you got a girlfriend or a wife or what?
I date. I don't know if I haven't necessarily like say a full-time lover, let's say, but I travel so much. It's kind of hard when you're a comic on the road. It's kind of hard to keep, Plus, chicks they're like, yeah, right. You're going to Atlanta for a week, and then you're going here. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're not.
And do ladies who you're out with, do they call you Carrot Top?
Well, I hope not. I mean, the worst thing you can have is like the heat of passion going, oh, yeah, give me you Wendy's chick or whatever.
Oh, God.
Carrot.
Carrot Top! Carrot Top!
Right, yeah. That's
doesn't work.
The quickest way to losing her,
Marcelo wants to talk to you. Hey, Marcelo, you're on with Carrot Top.
Hey, Carrot Top, how you doing?
Hey, buddy.
I think your show's awesome, and my question is, what do you do, and how do you think about these props? Do you have someone that helps you, or do you do it on your own, or how do you
question.
do this?
You come up with all of them by yourself?
For the most part, once in a while you get somebody that'll come up to you like on the street and say, hey, you could do this, is kind of funny, but very rarely. It's usually a pun. We were talking about prop comics earlier, and like if you have the Gallaghers and the Rip Taylors and people like that, and I think one distinctive difference was the way I do my props. It's kind of, I try to do something that's like an invention kind of form, whether it's not that it's any more clever than a pun, but I sometimes think I try to make them that way. So usually someone comes up and says, hey, how about I get a shoe and a horn and get a shoe horn? I'm like, no, it's not what I was looking for.
Right. What props are you particularly proud of right now? And what was your first...
I'm not proud of many of them, but I think... Like an example, one of the ones that I thought I was proud of a long time ago was the the paper cups and string when you were a kid, like a phone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I made one for the kid that lives in at then it was the 90s, but let's say for the kid in the new millennium, it had a third cup that came out for call waiting.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of like I try to make it work like a clever kind of twist on something.
Do you remember?
Opposed to a pun, playing words.
Do you remember what was your first prop?
Yeah, it was a neighborhood crime watch sign. And I remember I went to the comedy club and I did all these jokes. There were George Carlin jokes and Stephen Wright jokes, and they were like, "Wow, that was really, really funny. Was that wasn't your stuff, was it?" And I said, "No, it was George Carlin's stuff." And they go, well, "You can't do that at the punchline. It was in Florida."
Wait, you were really doing his material?
Yeah, I had no idea. I first started doing comedy in college, and I just thought, hey, I'll just be funny. I didn't think it was a matter of being like original.
Well, you just go buy a comedy album and then do
pretty much. I just dictated the whole thing. They go, wow, that timing and the stuff was really great. It sounded just like George Carlin's album. And I said,
comic cover.
I said, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. I said, well, bands do it. Why can't comics do it?
Have you ever had, because I've heard stories of comedians having physical confrontations with other comics. Ever had any of those encounters or witnessed any?
I've witnessed some, absolutely. Yeah, especially out in California. People can get really vile about someone lifting a joke. But for one thing, lucky for me, going through the comedy chain was I did props, so no one was going to come up and say, hey, who's going to lug around a box of crap? So no one would come up to me and say, hey, you stole my Crime Watch sign.
Have you ever been accused of stealing anybody's act or stuff or bits?
The only thing I've ever been accused of in the very beginning was like being similar to like another prop guy. I'm not going to mention a name, but
right.
Yeah, they'd say, that's my act. And I'm like, that's not your act. But
do you actually have to go to court for something like that, or they just call you up and say, hey?
I was on Comedy Central, and this guy was going off, just going, you're not going to guess it was, Rip Taylor.
Rip Taylor?
I thought he was dead, and that's where I didn't want to be mean, but they're like, Rip Taylor's on Comedy Central ripping you. And I said, what? So I go on. I go on Comedy Central. I said, "What the hell? What is all this like?" Rip Taylor said I took his act. I mean, suck. Oops, sorry, is his act. But and so they were like, "No way!" So I staged this little cool thing in the comedy club.
He beeped himself.
You like that?
I love it.
Pretend I didn't. They think it's just brilliant, right? So,
really,
I don't want to get kicked off the station. You guys are nice. So
no, it was really.
That was very good. I like the self-edit.
It sounded pro, didn't it?
People take note. Start self-edit.
Well, I'm a prop guy. I figured out how to use a phone. So.
Exactly. Hey, we have a lady for you here. We're gonna hook you up. We're gonna hook you up while you're in this town, Carrot.
Right on.
Hey, Angel.
Yes.
Oh, hi, Angel.
You're on with the top.
Dude, just gotta tell you, you're like the most beautiful redheaded guy I've ever laid my eyes on in my entire life.
Wow.
You're just a priest. I've been watching you since forever. Used to watch you on like pretty much everything on MTV. Whenever you were on, I was watching it.
Wow, cool.
Because I'm a big oddball, too, because I got blonde hair.
Yeah, and you talk fast.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
My bad.
So where do you live?
I live in Marietta.
In Marietta?
Yeah, and I'm still going to try to be there Saturday.
Yeah?
Now that I know you're going to be there, I'm still going to try to be there.
Yeah, come out.
I'm definitely going to try to be there because I don't have any homework this weekend. Which
Homework?
Wait a second.
No,
Carrot Top.
I'm
funny.
sorry.
Things you want your date to say for 500.
That is beautiful.
I don't have any
that
homework.
earlier caller, see, that was funny.
Because I go to art school. And
art school.
You said homework like you were in
Okay.
10th grade or something.
That was perfect. Things you don't want to hear a girl say.
Yeah.
I don't have any
not
homework.
10th grade. I
Oh.
swear
Hey,
on
Angel,
everything
thanks
I
for
believe.
calling. Hey,
Angel,
Top.
do we have any more
Yeah, we have tickets.
tickets? Angel, do you want to go?
Yes, I want to go.
Hold on.
Hold on. We're going to get you Carrot Top tickets.
All right.
Hey, Top.
Yeah.
We have thoroughly enjoyed your visit.
Hey,
And,
thanks for being nice to me, man. Usually, I call and I got to defend my life. So this
Actually, how have you handled that over your career? I know you get asked this a lot, but a lot of times you become the butt of comedic jokes, and when they say, that's so funny, Carrot Top.
Right. I think that you learn to work with it more. I mean, like when I first started out, you get like a little defensive because everybody is like a human being saying, why are they picking on me? I think what I do is pretty cool. But then you stop and you think, wait a second, I have orange hair, I go by Carrot Top, I do props, I'm kind of silly. Hey, okay, cool, whatever. It's
Hey,
like,
they're talking about you.
yeah, I mean, you talk about, and also you got to have an open mind with this. I mean, I'm in a business that's kind of brutal, so you're gonna be the butt of somebody's joke regardless. So I kind of look at it as kind of cool now. Like I was on The Simpsons, I've been referenced on King of the Hill and certain different shows that are actually pretty cool. Like
That's pretty big when you're a pop culture figure to the point where you're being referenced on The Simpsons.
Sure
Yeah.
it is.
That's kind of a
yeah,
nice...
so I think it's kind of cool. I mean, at first I would be a little bummed if someone just came flat out and said I sucked, but you're going to get that anyhow. So
All
Hey,
right,
well, check it out. You have to do one more thing. We need 15 seconds. It's called the Fish Quiz.
okay.
And this is the thing that all celebrities on the show take, and we'll give you 15 seconds on the clock.
Oh man, I didn't study for this. I have
No,
no idea.
That's
That's
okay.
the point.
You live in Florida on the water.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. You have a beach house. You should
Okay.
be able to do this.
This is
This
pretty easy.
is our prop.
Speed
okay?
is very key here, Carrot Top.
But
so-
don't make it like I have to get this right because you said you
Well,
should get this.
No.
No,
It's
yeah,
just
Barnes putting the pressure
You
on.
have
no, I'm
15
trying to explain to him the game.
Yeah.
15 seconds to name as many fish as you can, anything living or breathing underwater.
I should know this because I don't have any homework tomorrow. Okay, go ahead.
That's
Okay,
right.
on your
So
mark.
Anything underwater that lives.
Anything underwater?
Anything that
Anything
lives
underwater.
underwater.
Living.
Living and breathing underwater is
Okay.
considered a fish.
On your mark,
Yeah.
get set, go.
Oh, anything underwater.
Go.
Oh, living. Whale. Right? Is that right?
That's correct.
I start over.
Okay,
Here's
wait,
you
look.
get the
All
game.
right.
Hey, Carrot, there's no right or wrong answer in any kind of order. You just have to name as many as you can in 15 seconds.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Living
Oh, I
underwater.
see what you're saying.
right,
Yeah,
as
it's
many
the
as
fish
you can.
quiz.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. 15 seconds, a fresh 15. We don't do that for everybody, Tom.
Fresh fish quiz.
On your
Okay.
mark, get set, go.
All right, clams, oysters, crabs, lobsters, fish, tons of fish. They got redfish, codfish, bluefish, greenfish. Steven Tyler lives under the water, I believe. He looks like it. He's very wrinkled. Whales and
wow.
It's
sharks.
over. Time's up. I
I
think
had
the
8 or
comedian
9.
in you came out. It's
8 or
around
9.
7 because you repeated a couple.
I
Like
did?
8 or 9.
I got 8, but is there a green fish?
I don't know, but I saw that hoodie shirt. Redfish, bluefish, greenfish, bluefish.
Yeah,
he's
7 or
counting
8.
it.
Blowfish.
All right, let's see who you've beaten. What are we going to give him? What's his total score?
Give
I
him
think
7.
7 is probably a safe assessment until we go
All
over
right.
the
Does
tape.
Steven Tyler count? He's wrinkled.
7. You have you tied with Steve Martin.
Whoa.
You
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you beat
I love Steve Martin. That's my hero.
you beat Tony Bennett. You beat Gilbert Godfrey.
You've interviewed some really big stars.
Yeah.
What the hell am I doing on your show? This
Actually,
is great.
tied-
Yeah,
You tied
did the Gilbert
Gilbert
Gottfried
Gottfried
give you that impression?
Why do I know that?
That's right. You tied Susan Olsen from the Brady Bunch. Big deal.
Oh, crap.
You beat Marilyn Manson.
Did I beat Kato?
No, but you tied Jon Stewart. You beat Vanilla Ice.
Wow,
And
cool.
Tommy Chong, you tied,
I Tommy John.
and you beat Vern Troyer.
I would have thought he'd got one. Hey, man,
And
fish.
the theme is that the comedians, they take the quiz, and then halfway through, they go to jokey.
Right, when they run out of answers, they start joking.
Yeah, I
They go
tried
to
that.
jokey.
I didn't,
Right.
it didn't count either. You like
All right, Top.
right by it.
Hey, come by and see us when you're in town. Stop by
I'd
the
love
studio.
to. Hey, thanks for doing this for me too, guys.
The best of the Morning X. 99X.